Will there be more twists and turns ahead of the elections? Will the electorate be resolute and go the whole hog? Who will make the next move in the political chess game? Well, this we expect will unfold in the days ahead. Good evening. Welcome to Nigeria 2015. I'm Chamberlain Oso. Well, actions and reactions, accusations and counter-accusations continue to trail preparations for the elections. Well, the time for the election is taken away. But in spite of the challenges, voters remain determined to collect their permanent voter cards. While INEC briefs political parties, supporters continue to engage themselves almost on all fronts. Well, we'll get to hear from our correspondent who will bring us up to the minute about what is going on at his location.
And I'll be bringing you some of the developments that are happening here in the Federal Capital Territory.
How will the debate pan out on the web? Well, our web team provides special platforms, several platforms, for you to participate and get your voice heard on the program. Well, first, you can tweet at us using the hashtag Nigeria 2015. Or please use the Twitter handle you see on your screen. Well, there you can tell us, in the light of all that is going on around you, if you will hashtag vote or hashtag will not vote in the elections. Well, don't forget to use the hashtag. Well, that's again, just make your comment and say hashtag will vote or hashtag will not vote before you go ahead and give any other comment while you tweet. But if you have any further comments or questions, you can send us an email, and that will be at nigeria2015@channelstv.com. Well, here is the result of the tweet question for the last episode. We did ask you, in spite of all that seems to be going on around you, if INEC was ready or INEC was not ready. Now, we did put this together using the Twitter reverb, and here's the figure we got out of the total number of those who participated in the voting on the day. Now you can see the reverberations around the latter part. That was when the tweet first went on with the Twitter reverb, so you may just get to see it pop up on your screen a little bigger. So there you see all of this. When it spiked was when the tweet was a lot heavier at the time, so it went on in the course of the day. So that's the percentage of those who said INEC was ready. But onto those who said INEC was not ready, now that's the reverb about it. You could also see the spike when the commentary and the tweet went on at that time, almost at that edge, almost about this time actually when the program went on. So what happens is that whenever you tweet or whenever we put out a question and people are commenting, wherever you are and sending your tweet, it reflects with a spike on the reverb as it is. So let's look at the representation now graphically. We'll put it in this pie chart for you to see those who said INEC was ready and those who said no way. They don't think INEC is ready for these elections, and that should pop up in a pie chart format. So you get to see the percentage of those who said INEC was ready and those who said INEC was not ready. Well, yes, that is the chart about those who said INEC was ready. That's about 56% saying INEC is ready. And those who thought otherwise, 44% of the people out there thought they don't think INEC is ready. So this is the kind of feed we get when you tweet. When we put out our tweet questions and then you respond to it, we break it down using, it could be Twitter Curator or Reverb, and we bring you all of those figures as the day goes on. So don't forget, just go ahead and join and tweet. You can also join the conversation today. You get to see hashtag Nigeria 2015 on the screen, and you could tweet at any of those Twitter handles you see on the program tonight. Well, joining us tonight, Mr. Innocent Chukwuma. He serves as the Regional Director of the Ford Foundation in West Africa. He also founded and led the Clean Foundation. Sitting beside him is Mr. Demola Oshodi, a policy analyst who consulted for the Department for International Development and the World Bank. And on Skype, Mr. Kayode Idowu joins us from Abuja. He is the Chief Press Secretary to the Chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission. Well, one cannot vote without the permanent voter card. And that's according to INEC. Well, the conversation over the collection of the PVC, as they're called, continue across the policy. We'll go ahead now and give you some of the background about what has been over time as well as what is now. Let's take you down memory lane in just a bit. In 2011, we also had those who were registered to collect there wasn't probably any PVC at the time. So those who registered, you had, that's the figure we see. Well, first of all, before we go on to this bigger figure you see there, yeah, that's the one, 73,528,040 people were the total number of registered voters we had in 2011. But the total number of the votes cast at the time, don't go a little too fast, guys. The total number of votes cast was 38,199,219. Well, that represented 51.9%. That's right. So that's the figure of 2011, because there were those who were already given this comparison about the number of those who cast their votes last elections, and then the total number of those who not just have registered this year, but who have collected their permanent voter cards. Let's give you some statistics about that as well. This year, 2015, the figures we have from the Independent National Electoral Commission about the total number of registered voters turns out to be this one, 68.8 million people, the total number of registered voters. Now, you may see the figure differs from that of 2011. What INEC says is that they've been able to subject that figure, I beg your pardon, that register to the, what they call AFIS, that's a finger identification system, cleaning out the database to ensure that any of those double registration or multiple registration is dealt with, and then they came up with this figure, 68.8 million. But the total number of permanent voter cards distributed, according to the Commission, is 42.77 million people have collected these cards. So that is about, then they've got this outstanding of 26 million. So yes, 26 million outstanding PVCs to be collected. We'll get to hear from INEC what the strategy is to ensure that that figure is attended to. Well, they will actually tell us if it has changed. You know, things happen so thick and fast these days. So if you have a figure yesterday, it just might have changed today. But then the figure also coming through from the Commission about